If I can share something with you about the Rebbe. You see what it is like. All the Rebbes, maybe till the last Rebbe, but most all the Rebbes, what they did in the world, they took Yidden and made Chassidish Yid out of them. I mean, they were already 10,000 miles high, and then they put them up 100,000 miles, right? But there was never a Rebbe who mamish made Yidden. I want you to know the Frierdiker Rebbe, when he came to America, he, like, with a little convention, invited all the rabbis. He wants to talk to them. And he says, that was his Torah. He said, in Europe, a rabbi only had to see that Yidden should remain Yidden. But to make Yidden, in Europe, he didn't have to make Yidden. In America, a rabbi has to make Yidden. First, you have to connect them to Yiddishkeit. They're completely disconnected. So there was never a Rebbe in the world, really. I mean, the Frierdiker Rebbe really began. When he came to America, it was like awesome, right? It was like an atomic explosion. But this Rebbe, there were thousands. You know, you walk the streets in Israel, and you see some so-called secular Jews, right? And they're really not so much into Yiddishkeit, but you mentioned Rebbe of Lubavitch Rebbe, yeah. I would say that 60% of the non-religious taxi drivers, you know, I don't know how much, they have a picture of the Rebbe hanging in their taxi in Shila Sadar, you know, and it's not so simple, you know. It means this is a Yid who carried hundreds of thousands of Yid on his shoulders.
By the old Lubavitch Rebbe, one Rosh Hashanah night, I had the privilege of being there. I got 1 spoon of soup, mamish 1 crumb of challah, 1 like piece of chicken. Can keep me, can make a Yid out of me forever and ever, right? So much.
I once had the privilege, you know, the old Lubavitch Rebbe never touched, from the day he was born, from here on, there was nothing touched. The stairs were always down to the floor. And the most unbelievable thing is, you know, always under the shade. One day after the davening was shown, it was so hot, you know, he was very sick. So he took out the shleimer and awesome. By the old Lubavitch Rebbe, when you walk in there, and the closest anybody can get to the Bat Shemesh is the old Lubavitch Rebbe. I mean, physically, the air, not from perfume or from a deodorizer, right? It was really crazy, you know. For months after the Rebbe left, you know, the air was so, this paradise train. So Rav Nachman says one thing. When people love each other, when people really love each other, then the air is so pure. I want you to know something very deep. When you hate each other, you know what hatred smells from murder. You know what hatred is? That if you wouldn't be in this world, it would also exist. They don't understand why God created you as a person. Guess what he's saying? It means I am wiping you out from the world. You know how bad that smells? Give out. So when people don't love each other, the whole air is already so bad. We can't even hear each other. And also, obviously,
can't see each other. Because the first thing is when you hate somebody, you don't see them anymore. You know, it's actually the Talikng About The Rayatz says, and his brothers hated him, and they couldn't talk to him peacefully anymore. You know, when you hate somebody, you can't talk happy. You can throw words at them. Here we're talking about communication, right? Talk to each other. You know, imagine, a lot of people suggested this. If you want to make war, you want to hate each other, it's okay with me. Maybe a month is too long. Let's, for 1 week, love each other. For 1 week, talk to each other. To figure you out, right? But suddenly would realize he's a human being like me. Same person. Same thing.